Okay, so last night when we looked at Bitcoin, I thought that maybe we were at a point where, bouncing off the lows, that potentially, we could, because the correction was equal in time to this correction down here. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought that potentially we could start a rally and a run at the highs. In fact, we haven't done anything overnight except stay in a really tight range, frustratingly tight range, and a double top. So the risk is, when you see this, that we're headed lower on our hourly CCI. If we draw this as a little bear flag, potentially we break down. We can widen it to this low as well, and it all kind of lines up, doesn't it, as a support level. So if this breaks down, where are we likely to end up with a... I think we have to say that we've really kind of out of the sideways range, and probably another push lower to this 200 moving average. And we'll look at the next fib level in the swing that we've done and see where we are, because we're sitting on the 382 fib level here at 35.95. So if this breaks, we end up at 35.50 and 50% back, and I'll widen this channel that I've drawn, and we'll end up at 50% back in the hourly 200 moving average. In fact, I'll take this away. Oops, wrong one. Not this one. We'll take this one away. Like this. And so, yeah, here we are sitting sideways then at our 38.2 fib. And if this breaks down, or an hourly close below 35.95, then we go to 35.53. This is Bitcoin tether prices. If we do the same for, I don't know, let's... Bitfinex or one of these other exchanges. Okay, we're going to go from, we'll tidy up our chart, we'll take our fib from this low to this high. Here we are sitting on the 382 fib at 36.49 at Bitfinex, and if this breaks, or an hourly close below 36.49, because we've got that kind of bearish shape, then the next support is 36.02. And because when you look back and you draw, like if we draw in the 236 fib as well, which was here resistance, and also a level, you can trust that level to buy against, because we've behaved so well at the other tests of these fibs. Doesn't necessarily mean it will hold as a reversal, but it's a very common and a normal place for it to pull back to and find support. So potentially one more leg lower in Bitcoin if we close below those 382 fib retrace levels on the hourly. And then I'm still looking a big picture on the daily. When we look at this price action, I'm just going to pop regular candles on. When you look at this price action with the big up thrust candle and then this sideways consolidation in the top half of the zone, holding these moving averages, this really is bullish price action. It's bullish consolidation, and we're still looking for another leg higher in Bitcoin from here, whether it's the bottom or not. So that's how we see Bitcoin this morning. In Ethereum, I think we're lining up a little bit of a pullback. It's certainly more bullish than Bitcoin. From the high that we made on the 4th of January, so this year's highs to lows, and to the low that we made on the 6th of February, we've just kind of made a double top level at this 382 fib retrace, haven't we? And it looks like we're about to roll over. So there's our sort of overnight retest that failed, swing failure pattern, we can call it if you like. So I think if we break this moving averages, the most likely place we come back to find support is back to this 236 fib. And again, I'm looking at a 4-hour chart. There's lots of support and resistance around this 117 level. It's also the 4-hour 200 moving average, 50 moving average. So that'll be the hourly 200 moving average there as well. Look, so if we lose the support here, then back to 117. Another way to look for it, let's hide these fib retraces. Another way to look for it as a good place to come back to is we'll do the fibs from this high to this low like this, and you can see that the 382 fib lines up here as well. So 117, 119, that's the kind of price zone that I'm going to be looking for a pullback to in Ethereum if we break down and everything takes another kind of little pullback. So those are those majors.